Hey everybody, this is Rugged Savior, and it's been a long time since I've actually made a commentary video, and I apologize for that, but I've been playing Advanced Warfare like it's like a freaking drug. I've been playing it for like non-stop because, in my opinion, I think this is the best Call of Duty multiplayer I've ever played so far. And this isn't just an early rant, about, oh, it's so awesome because I just started playing it. No, I've been playing it for almost 2 months now, and I can finally analyze everything about why I like the game, what parts of the game I don't like, and other things I want to talk about later on. So let's get to the main things I love about this game so much. Number one thing are the fast exo movements. Like, you can slide, you can dash forward, you can double jump. All of these things you can never do in previous Call of Duty games, and it makes Advanced Warfare so fast-paced that every other game before it seems so slow. Which also worries me because I'm afraid the next Call of Duty may not have exo movements, and, I miss them so much that I just got so used to them that I just can't even, think about what I'm going to do without them. Another thing I love about this game is the fact that it is so balanced. Danger Close is in this game, yes, but it's not as powerful as it used to be. The score streaks are a bit more powerful compared to Ghosts, but yet at the same time, they're not that strong either. Definitely not as strong compared to the previous games like MW2 and MW3. As for the equipment, there's no stupid IEDs, thank God. And also, there's no C4 either. None of those things are going to get spammed anymore. If the only thing that really does get kind of spammed are grenades. But even then, you have so many counters against them, such as Flak Jacket or the Trophy System EXO. I also love how the emblems came back in this game, although unfortunately I've been a little bit lazy in my designs because I've only made 2 emblems so far. Usually I make a lot more than that, but I will make some more emblems in the near future, so stand by for some videos. As for Advanced Warfare's single-player campaign, it was pretty solid. I mean, it wasn't great, it wasn't bad either, but Kevin Spacey played his role pretty well, and there was a little plot twist in there, but other than that, it was alright. As for the negatives involved with Advanced Warfare's multiplayer, certain game modes were missing. I miss Gun Game, and what else? Sticks and Stones. Other things need minor improvements, such as the Spike Drone needs a faster velocity, and I believe certain exo abilities need an increase in their duration, such as the Exo Shield and Exo Hover. I would also like to invoke a change to allow nearly all exo abilities to have hands-free activation, just like Overclock. Because you gotta think about this. It's kind of annoying to activate your ability, but you have to spend 2 seconds pushing the button to activate it. There's no point to even using it, because it just makes you so vulnerable. As for changes to certain game modes, I believe Infected could use a few changes. For example, there needs to be 18 players. The Infected need to have a constant radar scan of enemy players, so that way it won't be slow-paced because everyone seems to hide. I don't know why people enjoy hiding. What is the point of doing it? It just slows everything down. Survivors should have more custom classes to choose from, such as a shotgun class, or a sniper class, or an assault rifle class. We should have more choices in regards to how we're going to survive. The objective nodes need to be fixed, because earlier it was fine, every kill was worth 50 points and objectives were worth even more. But now they added more points per kill. It's 100 points per kill. That's insane, because now people are just going to constantly kill and get their streaks a lot faster, and therefore they're going to spam it more often. I don't mind they added points for objective pursuits, it's just the kills should not be worth 100 points. It should be brought back to 50. Also, for domination, the first flag you capture should not be worth 200 for everybody. It should be worth 50, because they did that for Black Ops 2, and there's a reason why they did that. Another objective mode they need to improve upon is Hardpoint, and the first part would be the scoring, because as of now, the only major points you get for jumping onto the hardpoint is if you get there first. Most people just get to the hardpoint first and then just walk right off of it once they get the points. I mean, come on, if you're going to get there first and you get the points, stay on it and help us win, please. What they should do is make it to where if you stay on the hard point long enough, you will get points over time. For example, say every 5 or 10 seconds, you get plus 25 or plus 50 points. And the reason why I say that is because you are helping the team win. The longer you stay on the objective, the more points you're giving for your team, and therefore that's why I believe you should be given those points. And I also think you should be given a smaller amount of points for even contesting, because again, you're helping the team win by preventing the enemy from gaining points. Another part about Hardpoint that I totally think that should happen is randomized positions. I don't like how everyone knows where every position is, because you'll have a lot of those scenarios where one team knows everything while the other team is not as knowledgeable when it comes to predicting where these next points will spawn. And that presents a huge problem because there's inequality within each match. In my opinion, adaptability is greater than predictability. Let the chaos flow in regards to having both teams not know where the objective is going to be next. It presents a lot more challenge, and I believe it also develops more excitement along the way. And surprisingly enough, I didn't really like Exo Survival that much because it was just a generic wave survival. It's something we've already seen before many times. And also, the only reason why we actually played it was because of zombies. That was the only reason why. Overall, those are my opinions regarding the positives and negatives of Advanced Warfare's multiplayer. I love the game so much. Little problems here and there, but for the most part, the greatest Call of Duty multiplayer game I've played so far. Now, I have to ask myself, why do people hate this game? I've been on the forums many times, and I see a lot of posts complaining about, oh, this game sucks, or it's unplayable, blah blah blah. But the most common complaint I hear about it is about something called skill-based matchmaking. For those who don't know what skill-based matchmaking is, it's basically a way of keeping the lowest skilled noobs away from the highest skilled elite players. If both were in the same lobby, there would be too much one-sidedness going on. You wouldn't find it fun if you were a low-skilled noob and you were killed like 50 times in like a minute by the higher skilled players. And the higher skilled players wouldn't find it fun at all because it's not much of a challenge and it doesn't improve their game in any way. So with that being said, why do people still hate skill-based matchmaking? And from some of the replies that I've had encountered on the forums and on even online game chats, people don't want a game where it forces them to put effort into it. They would rather have a, quote, casual experience. In other words, they would rather face off against noobs who can't put much resistance. So not only can they have the casual experience, but they can also earn a lot of DNA bombs. For those who don't know, DNA bombs is when you get a 30 gun streak and you call on this little bomb that kills every enemy on the screen. It's similar to the Moab and Tactical Nuke from previous games. In response to the hatred against skill-based matchmaking, players decided to do this cowardly act called reverse boosting. For those who don't know what it is, it's the process of killing yourself multiple times in order to have a low KD ratio. And in the process, it will allow skill-based matchmaking to detect your low skill and put you in low skill lobbies, which ends up resulting in them being able to earn their DNA bombs more often. And by the way, this is a bannable offense, so if you see anybody reverse boosting, you can report them for it. And when it comes to justifying their efforts to reverse boost, most people will say, oh, it's because of skill-based matchmaking. No, it's not skill-based matchmaking that's the problem. It is you. You are the problem. Oh, you just want a casual experience that doesn't allow you to put too much effort into a game. By golly, I just want to be spoon-fed all day long. Well, I'm sorry to burst your bubble there, Yoo-hoo, but skill-based matchmaking is going to stay, and it's going to remain in the game. And if you don't like it, tough. So this is the end of my commentary, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay that came with it, because 9,999 points, that's pretty crazy. It doesn't happen too often, especially with the objective pursuits that I've been doing. Anyway, I'll see you all later, and have a nice day, everybody.
Whoa, 18 captures. Oh my god. Look at the score.